Hello, this video is going to cover the lab software installation and files download needed for all lab experience exercises in CIS200. Please ignore this URL for right now. It will make sense in a second. So from anywhere within CIS200 in Exeter Cengage, as you can see, I'm on lesson 1, page 5, which is actually the first graded lab experience 1 exercise. You can go ahead and click Launch Activity. Once the activity loads in Cengage, we can go ahead and just ignore it. We're going to click up here in the top left, back to Learning Path. And then you should see right here, download your lab manual files. It downloads immediately once you click it. You will go to where it is in your File Explorer on Windows or Finder on Mac. You see it zipped. So you should go ahead and extract it or unzip it. You would have to select extract all on a Windows machine or just double click on your Mac. I'm going to go ahead and rename it just so I'm well aware of what it is when I look at it. So CIS200 lab files. You can move it from your downloads. Just be sure that you remember wherever you store it. Okay, so those are the lab files, right? But now we need the actual lab software. So to get to the lab software, we're going to use this URL, java.com/en/download/manual.jsp. So we will go ahead and grab it, or you can type it in manually. You would just enter it into the URL section on your browser. I've already entered it right here, but just to see, takes us right here. So now if you're on a Windows machine, you're going to do Windows offline 64-bit, ignore the online and ignore the plain offline, Windows offline 64-bit. If you're on a Mac, you're going to pick either x64 if you have an Intel chipset or ARM64 if you have an Apple M series chip such as M1, 2, 3, etc. The best way to check is to go up here, click on your Apple icon, click About This Mac, and it'll tell you the chip right here. Apple M2 is what I have, so I would pick the ARM64 version. You're going to download it, install it, etc. Once that's done, you will then be able to go back to your CIS200 lab files. And the way that you launch the labs that require using the software is going to be by launching this invitation.jar. This is a Java jar file. So we're going to go ahead and double click it. Now, sometimes this happens. I just freshly downloaded it, and this is specifically for Mac users. So it says Apple cannot verify invitation.jar is free of malware that may harm your Mac or compromise your privacy. So I'm just going to click done right now. I'm going to go back over here to my Apple icon, go to System Settings. I'm going to scroll down to Privacy and Security. I'm going to scroll all the way down and you see security invitation.jar was blocked to protect your Mac. I'm going to go ahead and click open anyway. Open anyway to use my password or my biometric. And then boom, it opens. So this is how it'll normally open. So let's go ahead and close it and see if it'll reopen now as normal. Boom, it reopens. So you always have to click accept whenever it reopens. And then there you go. So now it won't always tell you what is like it doesn't say lab 1, lab 2, lab 3, etc. So you will have to read the first couple words of the actual lab to glean the name from it. So let's go ahead and let's look at lab 1 together. As far as together what it is, because it doesn't say lab experience 1 in the actual lab software. So making changes to a definition, if necessary, open the example glossary file you worked with in the previous exercise. So you see it says glossary file, so that should tell me that I'm working with a glossary. So I'm gonna go back here and click glossary. Now, it tells you to open the glossary file, right? So now we can go ahead and click file, open, and it shows me all of the files within the lab files directory that I downloaded. But because I'm in the glossary section, I can only open the .glo, the .glossary file. So I'm going to go ahead and click open. And boom, you see that lab 1 is ready to go, and we're ready to start making changes according to the Lab Experience 1 exercises questions. Hopefully this video was helpful. Please be sure to reach out on Slack should you have any questions. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.